why even wait? You know what I'm saying? Why even wait? Take another sip of my mushroom coffee. And bathroom time. I'm cheesing. There's Nick Zinn. Come on. There's Mr. Frank. Next page for no reason, Mr. Frank. Next page. I mean, it's coming. It's coming in a few seconds. I'm drinking the last mushroom coffee. Because why not? Afternoon, my friends. Whoa, Chad. That's a little bit too innocuous. How about best friends? How about only real friends you've ever had in your entire life? Rest in peace, you're calling last cup. I mean, my last K cup I have of it. Probably not my last cup ever, but I'm not going to order anymore until after I get back from my 2 trips. How about writer friends? I'm comfortable with that. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to drink this in the next like 3 weeks. So, why even order anymore? And you know when you order something when you're going away, it always comes. Like usually, if I order from Amazon today, it'll be here tomorrow, or maybe Sunday. But no, if I order today, it'll be out until Tuesday when I'm already on the road. That's what always happens. We can be friends, Chad. You cool? Ah, Mr. Frank. Oh, Mr. Frank. So I'm gonna get some words in. I'm on chapter 17 of Down and Dirty 6. If I can get by Monday, I need to have chapter 21 finished, which is doable because I've already started some parts of the next handful. And actually on this one, because it's the last book in the series and I know what beats have to occur, I actually, on this sheet, I wrote, or on this thing, I wrote 50, 49, 48. I started going backwards and just kind of going, just basically, whose point of view. And I went all the way back to chapter 45. So I'm on 17. I have them all kind of listed out. And I know the basic points of view for every chapter now to the end of the book. That always changes, but at least it gives me some kind of idea. I can finish this chapter and immediately jump like 5-6 chapters down the line to this point of view picking up again, and then just start the next chapter on that, which would be good. So at some point I will get around to Beers and Fears. Hoppy Halloween is out now. Me, Frank Edler, Chuck Buda, Tim Meyer, J.C. Walsh, the group of us, the third and last book in this, it is available. I think it's on Kindle Unlimited as well. But here's my thing. I decided I'm not going to download it and read it on Kindle Unlimited. And you're going to say, why? And Frank's going to say, why? Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you make us money? I don't want to make you money. Talking to you is like talking to a shoe. Forward by Steve King. Yeah, our buddy Steve. Or no. Well, see now. You see what I did there? See what I did? So this might be. I'll probably be on Sunday, and I'll be on Monday. Get ahead of myself. Sunday, I don't know if I'm. It's like I want to try for YouTube Live again, but I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I wish YouTube Live worked because I would love to walk around BoucherCon next week and just be like talking to people. Hey, Sean Cosby, get over here. S.A. Cosby in the house. You know, that kind of thing. Who knows? I don't know. My bookmarks came in. New bookmarks for Down and Dirty books for the speed dating thing. So I'm going to do an unboxing of that later on. My wife's working till 3. And I'm going to be honest with you. I want to take a nap, you know. Love my wife, but I want to do this crap and then take a nap. No Tom Duffy so far today. He's not. I did not write our next chapter yesterday like I normally do. I wrote on chapter on Down and Dirty 6. I had therapy. I took a nap. I read a little bit of James Lee Burke. Napped again. And then watched the Red Sox beat the Orioles. Working on my other thing. We'll get to that later. Perfect. No problem at all. It gives me. I got to get these chapters in on this anyway. So I'm bringing her laptop with me on for Biloxi on Tuesday. I will be writing Tuesday night. Very doubtful for Wednesday through Sunday, but I will get a chapter done. And also, Tom, one of us, meaning you, needs to write an extra chapter in this book, because one of us always has to write an extra chapter so that whoever starts the book can end the book, kind of thing. So I'm glad you're writing something. Glad you're not just lying around watching Netflix TV series shows. Yeah, whatever that is. My eyes are really bad. Does that say Mom? Mod? Moby? Great Larry David shirt. Thank you. One of my many Larry David shirts. You know, I have a whole collection. I could basically wear a different Larry David shirt all year, and not wear the same shirt. This shirt's still timeless. I believe I wore this to one of the Beers and Fears book signings years ago, in days of old, when magic ruled the air. Classic. Yesterday, the therapy, he's like, well, we're talking about eating better and all that, and he's like, be honest, is your top drawer, your filing cabinet, still filled with Hershey Kisses? And I said, no, and I opened up, I said, no, I have none. I have half a pack of Lifesavers. I have Malpicanti. Went to school with an Eddie Conti. I said, and the only thing I have on my desk that's edible, hotcake syrup. And he's like, why do you have that? And I had to explain why I had hotcake syrup. Sometimes I think that he should be paying me for some of the stories I give him. You probably wore it to the wet chicken diner. No, I'm going to tell you where I wore it. I wore it to the one in, we did one time in like Eatontown or something, where the chick who was working there was into me, and she kept like flirting with me. I don't know if that place is even there anymore. I think maybe we went back a second year. Jug Handle, thank you. Jug Handle, yeah. I wore it to that one, I think. It's gone, yeah. Did they get lost when all the laws and all that garbage changed? It's hard to believe that a brewery closed, you know. Mismanagement. I know Belford Brewing Company, they moved, I think, across the street to a much bigger venue. I believe they're open, or they're going to be open soon. Not that I'm probably ever coming up there for the foreseeable near future, but still. Yeah, lots of them have closed. Market got saturated, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, you can't have one on every fucking corner and expect that the alcoholics are going to, they find their spot. But you got to find more than like 4 or 5 people who are going to go there every weekend. It's probably bad for all the food trucks and the pizza places and stuff that were always next door to them. I'm sure they drunk people like to eat. All right. Got the next page here. Selling books to alcoholics seemed like a good business model. I mean, I thought we did well. We made a couple $100 or more each time. And the rest of it for me was a tax write-off. Next page, next page. Tax write-off. So I guess I did bad yesterday. I gained a half a pound. But, in all fairness, I made those 2 sausage sandwiches yesterday on the split top soggy rolls. And then, for dinner, I was like, well, I got this other half of piece of sausage. And my wife's like, I have, up there, because she was at her mom's for dinner, I have jambalaya mix. Use that. And I'm like, you know what, I will. So I made some jambalaya. But then I ate all of it. I probably should have eaten half of it and saved the other half for today, but I did not. And so I knew that was probably not good. And it was not. Fortunately, Nick Zinn never blossomed into the full-blown alcoholic I knew he was capable of being. I know he was. Can't see the shirt. What do you mean you can't see the shirt? There's the shirt. Larry! And there's Joe Gatto. Do you weigh yourself at the same time? Same time as what? There's still time, Mr. Frank. True, you got plenty of years to go. Yes, I weigh myself at roughly the same time every morning. Or do me and my wife weigh at the same time? Like, she sits on my shoulders and we're like, okay, we weigh this, so let's divide that by 2. How much are we? Yeah, same time of day. In the morning. I do it in the morning because I started it last Monday in the morning. I used to weigh right before I had lunch. Let's say 11 o'clock. Because then I was getting some walking in. I was, you know what? I'm going to, right now, so I don't make up an excuse of not to weigh. So every morning when I get up, I weigh. Like, not immediately. It's like the first thing I do. Like, I go to the bathroom first. Walk around the house a little bit. Put my socks on. I got to put my socks on. Turn the computer on. Start the coffee. Then before I do my coffee, the day thing, then I weigh. For a minute, I thought it was going to be a pretty cool shirt, but it's not. No idea what that shirt is. Well, then how you know it's not cool? Professor. Professor, not as smart as you think you are. I find I weigh more in the morning than at night, which is why I ask. It's your center of gravity, obviously. All I know is I'm like, you know what? I'm going to weigh at this time. This is the time. And I want to weigh less today than I did yesterday. And I did. I was good. Because I thought it was a Larry David. Why would I wear a Larry David shirt? Do they even make Larry David shirts? God, I hope they do, because I'm going to buy you one, Chad, for your birthday. No, it is not a Larry David shirt. It is a catchphrase that Joe Gatto would yell for no reason on the former hit show Impractical Jokers, which at this point this season, I still watch them. They're just kind of going through the motions, just trying to get to the end of this now. There's a new market waiting to bloom, the Larry David collection. You know what? You might be right on that. I weigh more before I come on here, then I spill all the knowledge and weigh less. You know what? Whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. Q said he's ready to be done with the show. I'm sure. I see Q on. He's on the Henry Winkler one. He's one of the guest talking heads that talks about stuff. And I also saw him. He's going to be in some movie coming up. Some big budget movie, little part. I have a Larry David Christmas shirt that says, "Have a pretty good Christmas." There you go. You have one more Larry David shirt than I do then. I didn't remember I had this shirt. I'm like, you know what? I just got to throw a shirt on for Twitch. And this was it. Like whatever's, close your eyes, pull something out of the drawer. This thing doesn't even hang up anymore. It barely fits me. Although Larry David was Jewish. So it just seems weird you have a Christmas shirt. I'm just saying. I need a Super Dave Osborne shirt. Super Dave, may he rest in peace. That's what's his name? Albert Brooks's brother, right? Who was the other one? I'm not gonna look that up. I think there's 3 brothers. Super Dave, it's a fictional character. Portrayed by comedian Bob Einstein. Or as that woman on the thing said, Einstein. Like Bob Einstein? Look, it's Bob Einstein. Here you go to Wikipedia and immediately they want you to... Yeah, the John Biner Comedy Hour. I remember that. What? No way. Yeah, way. Where can I find it now? The younger brother of comedian Bob Einstein, who played the character Super Dave Osborne, is the actor and filmmaker Albert Brooks. Yeah. They're both Einsteins. They had another brother, Clifford Einstein, a retired advertising executive. That was the famous one. There you go. We learn things every day, every single day. I know, right? I should charge my whatever this is. Not a Fitbit. Whatever the hell it is. I think keeping my steps tracked. Step tracker. I don't know what the hell that is. Also, Brooks and Dunn's cousin. There you go. Also, the Brooks brothers. They had a stake in that too. They lived in Boundbrook. They were also in Branchbrook. Wasn't that the pool company or something in New Jersey for many years? And Brooke Shields' aunt's mother's sister. Yeah, a lot of famous people in that family. Babbling Brook, another family member, second cousin, twice removed. I joined that new horror group. 3 people invited me to it, and I was like, you know what? Sitting on the couch last night, I'm like, I might as well join. So I did, and I did an intro this morning. Why not? I'm not sure what's going on. Why we have a new horror group that everybody's joining? Is it because Books of Horror shit the bed, and we're not over there? Because I noticed that the guy who started Books of Horror is also on there now. New horror group is Chuck's Westerns on it. Maybe that's why. Maybe that lady mentioned Chuck's Western books, and they were like, "This is not any about horror anymore." Then they went over to the other group. Yeah, I forget the name of it. Something horror. I don't know. I was bored and I posted a picture of me and S.A. Cosby on it. Why not? Because, you know, I got a new book out called Beers and Fears, Hoppy Halloween. And also on the 13th, I believe, the 13th, I will have that Extreme Zombie book out with one of my novellas, and also Lucas Milliron, Kenzie Jennings, and K-Trap Jones. The four of us. Our Extreme Zombie book will be out. So maybe I will be sharing it and posting it. I also got another book bub for the 15th of September for my Dying Days box set again. The $9.99 box set I go down to 99 cents. Every 6 months I get it. Great Larry David hat, by the way. Thank you. This is my Larry David Thanksgiving hat. And he says, have a pretty good Thanksgiving, it says on the other side of it. But I got a book bub. But here's the thing, I got it for the 15th, and I'm like, all right, good. Then I normally do it a couple days before, a couple days after. I put the book bub right in the middle. But then when I go to set it up, even though it automatically renews every 90 days, the September 15th is the last day. So I can only do it. So I'm like, well, I got to do it like the 11th to the 15th. And the 15th is the book bub. But then I'm hoping I can jump in and do it for like the next 5 days right after. Would be nice. But I don't think they're going to let me. So it's going to suck that it's going to be 99 cents on the 15th, and then if people, I get a shit ton of sales on the 16th, the day after as well, but nobody's going to buy it if it's back to $9.99 because they think it's 99 cents. So I'm a little annoyed at that, but is what it is. Extreme Zombie featuring Gary Sharon. That would probably be better than that Van Halen album he did. I like how so many people are like, oh no, that's a really good album. No, it's not. Shut up. What do horror book bubs go for these days? $349. I think. No. $359. The Thriller one is up to like $1,200. And I'll make that easily back within like 4 or 5 days if people are buying it on that day. If not, it might not be as good as I want it to be. Why is there sliding scale? It depends on the amount of potential readers. So, like you know what? Let's do this. Let's go behind the curtain. Okay, let's go behind the curtain, people, and I'm gonna show you. Let me show you what's what. What's what? Featured deals. Pricing. Oh, back scratcher. Oh, God, that's so good. Thank you, Nick. Mr. Frank. I felt like Dave there for a second, not giving credit where credit is due. In between making babies for Lusky's Cozy Bug books, hit my website and see if that new pre-made cover I put up is meant for your whip. Whip it real good. So here is the book bub fee by book price, okay? And here's the minimum subscribers emailed. Okay, so some of these, like crime fiction, is 2.6 million subscribers or more. And it's a free one, or a 99-cent we'll go with, is $942. Okay? Whereas horror is $359. Historical mysteries is $1,032. Historical fiction is $1,106, but it has 1.88 million and 1.78 million. So, like, let's see, what's the like women's fiction? 1.46 million. It's $1,024. I don't even see Western on here. I'm not sure why they don't have them in any kind of order. So like classics are 1.7, cozy mysteries 1.7, historical fiction. Horror is 720,000. LGBTQ plus is 280,000. That's $211. Like psychological thrillers, 1.78, and that's $921. So it varies by, really, it's the minimum subscribers emailed, and that gives you the average. Like horror, the average downloads is going to be 11,600, and the estimated sales range is going to be 50 to 2,000. That's like charging different prices for a billboard. Oh, you're a sports team, $2,000, but for your local candle making store, $975. Well, here's the thing. They're the ones who fucking invented this. They can do whatever the fuck they want. If you don't like it, too bad. Why would you? Because you're not. Here's the thing. They're not going, oh, we have a billion people that subscribe. We're just going to send everybody your book, even though everybody doesn't read zombies. They are doing all the work for you to go, okay, we have whatever number. We have 720,000 or more people on our mailing list that specify they like horror books. So this is how much we're going to charge for that. And if you're doing like garbage stuff, like, I don't want to say that because I know there's one I don't want to, but stuff that people aren't reading all the time are very specific things that you'll be like, no, nobody's gonna read that. We're not gonna get, children's. They got 400,000. It's $152. So you're not gonna get any of that. Supply and demand is right. I heard that BookBub doesn't hit like it used to. It hits for me. It still hits for me. I'll spend $359 and I'll make about almost $3,000 over the course of this for like a month and a half. So this is going to be huge for me. This is going to be a nice big bump for me in that book, which would be great. What about Bigfoot Smut? It's not on here. That's weird, right? Maybe erotic romance? Maybe that's what you're talking about? But at least 50% of LGB books are written by straight dudes cashing in. I'm sure it's more than that. The fucking mailman just drove right past my... Good. Then he didn't leave me any garbage. Just like romance. Yep. I write post-apocalyptic Amish romance under the name Bernice Snurk. Congrats, and I haven't used it. Now, I've never had a bad one. But here's the thing. Every 6 months, I put in this box set, which is normally $9.99. I put it at 99 cents. And I sell it like crazy. And it's also a Kindle Unlimited. So I get a shit ton of page reads because it's 9 books. So this book does very well. It might be, if I looked it up, it might be like my number one book of like all time in sales. So, but it still works for me. A lot of people are like, "Oh, it doesn't work anymore," but I think it does. I know it does for me. I haven't had much luck with any of my crime thriller stuff lately. I think I had Shakedown did one, and it like doubled what I paid for it. I think I paid like $800 or something for it, and I think I made like $1,500 back or something. So I put them in, but at this point, like, I'm just like, I'll just wait 6 months and I'll just put this one back in. I mean, I put this one in like 3-4 days ago, and they're like, here, September 15th. I'm like, all right, I'm in. Let's do this. No, I used to what I would normally do. I'd be like, okay, that's $359, and let me do like $350 more in all those different newsletter things. And now I just realized that that's just throwing money away because there's no way I make, even if they're like $25 a pop, I'm not making extra on that. The last two times I ran this over the last year, I did no ads other than I do like a Blue Sky, Facebook, Threads, just a free post from me kind of thing. And I do just as well. And I'm not spending any more money. So I'm happy with that. Very happy with that, I might add. Very. I'm going to use the word very happy. Just went through your Amazon listings, and it looks like you and I share the TOC in 4 different books, including one nonfiction book. Really? That's interesting. What books would those be? What books would those be? He says. Chew on This. I remember that one. Shallow Waters. Remember it. Midnight in the Pentagram and The Horror Writer. Nice. I'm giving that free back scratch on this one because, man, it itches. Man, it itches. So tomorrow I'm at the Ponte Vedra Florida Writers Association group because me and Claudia were supposed to do the Pantsers versus Plotters thing. But then Vic, the guy who runs it, messaged and said, hey, Claudia can't do it tomorrow. She's got allergies or something. So we're going to have to figure out something else. You can still talk, but it might just be you. And I said, au contraire, mon frere. I said, give me 5 minutes. And I sent Amanda Ward a message, and I said, hey, remember when I first mentioned me and Claudia were gonna do this Pantsers versus Plotters thing, and you were like, "Why her? I could do a Plotters much better than her." Well, guess what? Can you do it tomorrow? And she's like, "Yeah, I was coming anyway." I said, "All right, be there at 10:30." So I sent Vic a message. I said, "I got a replacement, so we're good to go. We are gonna do this." So if you're in the area, if you happen to be in the Ponte Vedra, Florida area, then me and Amanda will be doing the presentation, which will probably be better. Probably be better. And then Vic promised to take us to lunch. Now I just gotta watch what I eat. I'll probably end up eating food. Apparently Claudia sent me a message apologizing for not being there. Okay. Amanda is gonna mop the floor with you. Of that I have no doubt. That's not even a joke. By the end of this meeting tomorrow, no one will be a pantser. Everybody will be like, you know what? She's right. We got to do it this way. So it will be good. It's not like that at all, Frank, okay? Back off. You know what it is time for, though? Yeah. The bathroom. The bathroom break. Oh, you know what? Let me get this page written. And hopefully I don't shit myself. Alright, got to the next page. The final mushroom poop. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. For me today, it won't be the final one. I probably got a good 2 or 3 more in me. It is a historical moment. But then, by the end of September, once I get back from BoucherCon and then Nink, then I will dive back into the mushroom coffees again. I'm going to see if there's any specific ones that do specific things, you know? Because this one seems to get... It's a mood... One of the things is a mood... Puts you in a better mood. And I'm in a better mood right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a phenomenal mood. But right now I'm going to the bathroom. So thank you for hanging out with me. I will definitely see everybody. This is what we sub for, folks. Mushroom poops. Yeah, pretty much. I got to pay for this. This stuff is not cheap. Next page, Nick Zinn. Thank you, Nick Zinn. Next page. I will definitely be here on Monday. I know it is a holiday for some people who celebrate that. My wife will be home, but I got to get some writing in before I go away. I make myself feel better. So I will more than likely be on Sunday at some point, because I definitely have to get some more chapters in. So, and I'm pretty much almost done with this chapter, so I'll knock this chapter off. But then I'm gonna take a nap. Well, Armand talking fast as he touches cotton. Yeah, exactly. Oh, look at Nick using next page as the appropriate time. Teacher's pet. Yeah, he is my little pet. My cute little blow shit up in Milwaukee pet. I don't know. All right, I will see everybody next week. You have a great weekend. Do things I wouldn't do, and I really won't do a lot of things at this point.